goes, this house must have been in the family for a long time, and that room has been like that for a long time as well, because Edith up here was born in 1999. But if you look, everybody else no longer with us. So interesting. It's, I guess, wonder around
This will be
here.
obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Okay. What's in here?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Norwegian folk tales.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, okay, that's what we saw in the pond. Oh dear. My god, is that a picture of it actually happening? Wow, okay.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refused to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Barbara concepts, mural sketches, Molly concepts.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Mole man beneath the Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Okay. Shrine sketches. Built 1937. Sven Finch. Happy
Even in her
90th
90s.
birthday.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Let's have a look over here.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
She likes birds as well, apparently. Oh, they're dead birds. Oh, Burbly. Derby. Rush. Derby Jr. Bob. And Burby. Okay. Lewis, 1988, 2010. There's some handprints up there as well. Oh wow, look, it's the whole family. Sven, Edie.
Her room was like a museum.
Okay, that might activate something, so let's just quickly have a look in this room here. Whoa.
The only trace
That's a
Grandpa Sam's
bathroom.
first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Okay.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, you're not joking. Oh, there's the book. Okay, well we want to have a look here first. So we actually...
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Okay.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, nice. That's really stunning. Okay, should we have a look in here? I hope I can get back out. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I don't want to go through here though. I want to do the book.
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Wow.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, so that's kind of... So I've Ingeborg and then newborn. Okay. There seems to be some kind of curse. And then Edie and Sven. Okay. So I guess that's what's
Whatever's
happened.
wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah. Yes, it does. That's the first one, Odin. There we go. Oh, we can't open that door because it's sealed. Okay. Interesting. The mystery deepens, doesn't it? I guess she was a very old lady, wasn't she? Okay. Now we can go through here, I guess. Have a look down here. Milton's been here. Okay, so it's like, I guess, Calvin's room. And Sam. So he was into like the army and stuff. And Calvin was into space.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Sam and Calvin, yeah.
And that he never talked about him.
To the command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin, 1950 to 1961. So he was 11.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Swing on the swing.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Oh my.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
We're going round.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh my god, we did go around. We're going round.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh my.
And he did.
Oh my.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So Calvin and Sam are twins. Sam lived till he was 33. Calvin only made 11. That's... Well, I mean, to be fair, he
After
did
the
make it
funeral,
all the way around.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That's so clever. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually hadn't finished looking in here first, so we're going to go back out quickly, but I just wanted to have a look and see if there's anything for Sam. No, it doesn't.
Mom
look
said
like it.
Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if he died in the war. Fort Sam. United States Marine Corps led the certificate of acceptance. Oh, there's the swing. Finch National Park. That's really sad, isn't it? These robots are very cool though. Okay, let's head on this way, I guess.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay, so this is actually out.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay. Was she like a film star, maybe? Yeah.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay, so this is Barbara's room.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay. 1944 to 1960. I think maybe if we go down here, maybe we can get into Barbara's room.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
It's very true. A lot of child actors do go pretty off the rails, don't they? God, they like literally seal up the whole place, don't they? Oh look, she even had a doll. Oh no, I don't want to go back in there. Whoops. There's Milton again though. I love those gloves. They're cool. Barb Street. Dreadful
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is so cool, by the way. This is really, really
She
cool.
found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Just like knocking things off the shelves.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
That's the table saw.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh, I'm gonna whack whoever comes out of this fridge.
was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, we're back. This is really cool, by the way. The style and like, get out of it. I'll wank you with my crutch. The style, the like art, just everything is amazing. I think it's not in there then. Oh no, Walter.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished,
Oh no.
but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Get him, Barbara.
Saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
That's it. That's it, Barbara. Get him.
And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
There is.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Okay, this is Molly's room, isn't it?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Okay.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Oh no. Get him. Oh, he tripped on there. Oh,
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
get him. Okay. This is so cool. Oh God, where did he go?
The hookman had vanished.
No.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Who's at the door?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Oh, that's nice.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That's a terrible pun.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
What's interesting is that was so good. Like everything about that was so cool. It really was. But also very sad at the same time. What's happened to this family?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the music box. Gee, what's up here?
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay. Seems to be getting dark now, doesn't it? And this was Walter's room, wasn't it?
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
That is funny. Very funny. So here we are, but I think we're going to leave it to next episode to find out what is in the basement. Thank you for joining me so far. I am loving this game. It's amazing. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, as always, and